Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to chop these off and do a nice thin overlay. And the reason I am doing that is because I get comments all the time that says, I don't have long pretty nails like you. I don't have pretty nails. I don't have long pretty nails. The only reason my nails look good is because I put gel over them. I chipped one and these have been growing out for quite some time. I think it's like 2 weeks now. So I figure why not show that you don't need long nails for your nails to look pretty, okay? All right, I have my dust collector here. I am going to grab my e-file. I am using a medium bit and I'm going to take off my nails. Alright, so I went ahead and took my nails down pretty far. I am going to level them off. I do have multiples of different kinds of gel. I'm trying to get it all to that pink one step, but obviously doesn't always happen that way. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to prep the nails now. So what I like to do to prep the nails is I like to push the cuticles back. This one is from Navy Pro Tools. Do you need this one? Absolutely not. I just got this one because honestly I like the gold and I heard really good things about them, and honestly they live up to the hype. So I am pushing my cuticle back. I'm doing this very softly. I'm not putting any pressure on my nail or the cuticle around it. Next one I'm taking, I believe this is Martha. She is very sharp, so please be careful if you get this tool. There are other ones. Like I have this one from Amazon and I can link it below. It's not quite as sharp, but it's still a really good tool. So I like to lay this flat. Now you're probably having your natural nails by now and not doing this on one that has already some on there. So you lay it super flat, I mean flush to your nail. And we just ever so slightly drag this across, and we are going to get any cuticle that is on your nail off. Now I didn't take the gel completely down on my thumb because I actually just redid it, so there's not really any growth there, but I wanted to demonstrate for you. Okay, so again, just sliding it back on your nail flat and pushing it back. I also like to turn and come down. I like to bring my gel almost all the way out to the side, so a lot of times you'll only see me get the cuticle off in like this back section. So just bringing it around. And don't be afraid to switch directions of your blade, essentially. I mean, it's not technically a blade, but I mean, it probably could be a blade. And then your hands as well. Especially doing this on yourself. You have a limited view, as if you were doing it on somebody else, you know, you have a nice flat view. For me, I find not one position when doing my own nails is like the holy grail. I have to move it around. Okay. Coming around. And my pinky, whoop, did I get myself? I may have got myself. And that goes to show you, we're not indestructible. Alright, I have a few little hanging white pieces. I do not cut my cuticles in the back here ever. I just always push them back unless I have a hanging piece. Like that one I'm gonna cut. Taking my cuticle bit, and I first have it in reverse because I find I do most of my e-filing in forward. So I always start in reverse. So two things that this little cuticle bit does. A, it gets anything left on the natural plate, and B, also pushes your eponychium off of your nail plate. So what everyone says your cuticle, it like lifts it back up. I like to do this part with a nail file. I tend to be rough on my nails, and I'm trying to be a little bit more gentle. So I like to etch the new growth with a nail file. You can obviously take an e-file, totally fine. It all depends on your comfort level. And you're just getting rid of the shine. Alright, I like to take my wipe and use my other hand to get up in there. Alright, taking gelish foundation, and I like to get most of it off the brush here. And by doing that, you're not working with too much product back towards your cuticle. So I like to scrub it in, so I am pushing back towards the cuticle, and then I like to bring it down the side and always back to the center. So coming down the side. And then back to the center. And just really making sure it's in there. Okay, I'll show you the same thing. Most of it off my brush, and then pushing back, holding my skin back, and you can see I like to fan the brush out and always come right back to the middle. All right, now that it's fully cured, go ahead and take your builder gel of choice. I'm using Pink One Step. You can use IBD gel, you know, whichever one that you want to use. And since we have that base down, I am going to take a nice small bead here. There we go, nice small bead. Again, placing it in the middle to get it off. And we're doing a very small slip layer. Okay. Perfect. And always make sure you go over the edges with your gel. Now I have a slightly larger bead here, nothing too crazy, because I am going to build this up ever so slightly. So gel is very kind of like a smooth, don't do what I just did. Very smooth, flowing type of product. So you just kind of guide it where you want it to go. Coming over the edge here. Okay. I like to flip it upside down. And that's gonna kind of refocus the gel in the middle. Okay, gonna cure. All right, let's repeat. Super small amount on your brush. Push back towards the cuticle. Come down the side, bringing it back towards the center. And I just like to go over the tip a little bit. The great thing about gel is there is no frozen until you cure it. So for instance, when you are doing acrylic, there is an end time. It will freeze on you. So good and bad about gel is that it won't freeze on you until you freeze it in the lamp, which is called curing. So curing it in the lamp. All right, slip layer. Larger bead, since we're doing a very tiny layover, you're just putting a small bead down. And then let kind of gravity help you out here. So I'm leaning my finger down so I can help float the gel down my nail. That's why we put the slip layer, because the gel will flow, but I also like to help it down the nail, coming over the free edge, and then flipping the nail upside down. Okay. All right, so how I like to file my nails is I'll show you, I like to go out to in because honestly these are harder to do because your hand just the way they are. So this guy, you can see He has that nice little overlay, but I want to make it nice and smooth. So I like to come around the side first. So just pushing and then pulling away. Pushing and then across and then pulling. I also like to go over the front. Okay. Now I don't like my nails to look wide, so I like to take in this little area here. So I kind of come up and around. So same with on this side. Gonna clean it off so you can kind of see what I'm looking at. Okay, so keeping this part and this part nice and thin is going to make sure that your nail is not bulky. Got a package from Modelones and I saw this color in it, so I had to do it. I have not done the video that's supposed to go with it, so it's fine. Don't tell anybody. And now we are going to apply that gel polish. I went ahead and buffed the nails off camera, because to be honest, I forgot to hit record. So I apply my gel polish with the same thinking, having most of the color in the middle. So wipe it off and then push back to that cuticle, walk it down the side. I like to do super thin coats.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest, echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song.
All right, taking my Cart's foil glue. Do I want to use that one? Maybe. I'm thinking I want to add some more greenery instead of that one. Maybe I'll only do it on 2 of the nails. I'm gonna start off with 2. Well, hot. That's yeah, I'm gonna take number 2 from Bellavina. Take most of this off. I'm just going to touch down in a couple different spots. Taking a top coat. And I am doing the top coat pretty thin because we don't need to add bulk. I clearly need to get out some of my replacement products. Alright guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.